Okay, so Trump yesterday, University of Alabama, we mentioned that earlier, but we actually have some of the clips now. So he was the commencement speaker, right?
Yeah.
So Nick Saban introduces Trump, and he tells this story about being there at the White House with one of the national championship teams from Alabama, and cut 1A, Adler. So here he is telling them this story, and then we'll come back and get some of Trump's stuff from the commencement too. But here's the setup.
And before I introduce President Trump, I have to tell you a story. You know, you all know that we win a national championship, we get to go to the White House, and it's a great experience for our players and each and every year. When we won in 2017, President Trump was there in 2018, very gracious host, and he's the first president that invited us to come in the Oval Office. So I take the 3 captains in the Oval Office, and the president's really nice to everybody, and he's got this very big, good-looking, auspicious box on his desk that has a red button on top. And one of the players said, "Is that what you launch the missiles with?" And he said, "Well, push it and find out."
No, my goodness.
One player said, "No, I don't want to do that." He said, "Oh, go ahead, push it, see what happens, find out." So Rashawn Evans finally got the guts up, went over, pushed the red button. Some lady came in with a Coke on a tray.
So, that's what the button was for. Somebody said, if your kid graduated from the University of Alabama, you could say, my kid graduated from a Trump rally.
True.
So there was some of that going on.
He had him.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, so the students at the University of Alabama went wild for Trump when he arrived. So we have that in 1B here.
Yeah, you want Saban's wrap up here?
He
brings him on?
About bringing him on? Okay, yeah, if you want to, sure. Transition into B?
Yeah.
President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Here comes Trump.
Here he comes. Right by the road tide sign.
The road tide and the road Trump.
But yeah, I've got that other view, and it's kind of cool. It's on the floor there, so you can kind of see.
Y'all know he did his little dance last night, too.
No, he didn't. Did he do the dance again?
He did. I love it.
He always does it.
And isn't that the one he says that his wife keeps telling him not to do?
Well, of course she does, Rick.
And how does he say it?
I guess everyone's wife is telling them not to dance, because my wife does the same thing to me.
She tells you not to dance?
She's like, you're embarrassing everyone.
Well, you can dance, man.
Yeah, you can.
That's what I thought.
Melania tells me not to dance, but I do it.
Okay.
That's good.
It's the chin.
It is the chin. Yeah, and he's Thurston Howell III.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not Thurston Howell, I'm the president.
He nearly choked himself, by the way. He nearly choked himself.
I'm the president.
Now you're back to head injury, guys.
Okay. All right, let's go. Here we go. Let's go back to President Trump, the real one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there he is. So now
I know I'm throwing y'all off. Y'all think it's him, but it's not.
Yeah, you've confused me. I thought he was.
Trump tells the graduates from the University of Alabama that they are the first graduating class in the golden age of America. Here we go.
Baby.
As you graduate, it's natural to reflect on 4 years of happy memories, and you've really had happy memories here. You've done a lot of winning. Winning is a good thing to do. But today I'm also asking you to look forward to really something very, very bright and more promising. And it's going to be an even more promising tomorrow. I promise you that. You're the first graduating class of the golden age of America. We're in the golden age. You watch. It's the golden age.
The golden age. We're the golden age.
He's got a little. He's got a listen.
I got him. I don't know.
No,
I don't know what is happening.
It's unbelievable.
Hey, listen.
That's not even close.
Trump has a little bit of Adler. He's a repeater.
He is. Oh, yeah.
He repeats it.
Not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Golden age of
He
America.
does that.
It really is.
It
Golden
is
age.
the golden age. Really going to be.
We've discussed that in the past.
Yes.
Sometimes it's 3 times.
Oh, wow.
He'll repeat it, and then that third time he really drives it home.
Next,
I need to work on that.
You're good. You're
Yes,
good.
you do. Yes, you do.
Roll Tide.
So next you have Trump saying, you guys know he's back to the winning again with Alabama, but he also is saying that these students need to continue to help him win. So here we go.
Great time. I'm absolutely confident that the Alabama class of 2025 is up to the task. Are you up to the task? You learned a lot about winning here at Alabama, and now we need you to help win for America.
Yeah, winning.
Win. We're gonna win.
All right, this next thing that
winning.
You get a look on your face like you're mad.
Yeah, right.
Well,
yeah, you're
kinda am.
you're angry Trump or something. Yeah. But we now get a little glimpse, and with us doing the show on location coming up in a couple of weeks on May the 14th, I will probably get an opportunity. We will, as a team, get an opportunity. According Speedy may already be on the course at this point. I don't know. But Tommy Tuberville will be on the show.
Senator Coach.
And a lot of people are saying, get him to say on the show whether he's going to run for governor or not of Alabama. So this is out there. You know, I'm kind of torn. I mean, is Tuberville more valuable to America by staying in the Senate than he would be as the governor of Alabama? Yeah. I don't know. But
he wins whatever he does.
But anyway, here is Trump talking about Tommy Tuberville beating Alabama 6 times in a row.
He's going to say that.
He's not there, is he?
He didn't bring that up there.
Tommy's there. Yeah, Tommy's there.
Tommy's here.
And Trump brings this up.
Oh, no.
But then he turns it around. He saves it. He saves it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, no.
A very wonderful man, a friend of mine, Senator Tommy Tuberville. Where's Tommy?
He's still good.
Mixed emotions from the crowd.
Sure.
When he wanted to run for the Senate, I said, well, you beat Alabama 6 times in a row. How can you run for the Senate? He said, well, I just look at him and I say, well, I was responsible for them getting Nick Saban. I said, that's a good reason.
Okay.
And he won very easily. He won.
Easy.
But
okay,
I'll
that's
never
good.
forget.
Hey, the race,
Okay, all right.
yeah.
Okay.
The political race,
All
not
right.
the games. Yes.
All right.
And he turns it around by saying roll tide.
All right, so here we go. We got him that we're going to erupt
I like his roll tide.
a road tide. It's a pretty good roll tide.
Is it?
Do you remember me talking to the new coach last year?
Yes.
DeBoer, and I didn't think his roll tide was up to par.
I don't think he liked
you
you.
He
calling
didn't
it-
like you
call-
saying that.
No,
by the
you
way.
calling him out right to him. Very
He
uncomfortable.
didn't like it.
He got a better roll tide out of
He
him, though,
wasn't
didn't
too
he?
sure.
The
Pretty much ran
Bama
the
fans,
season.
were y'all not happy with his roll tide?
It was real early for you to be messing with him like
Rick,
that.
Yeah, I
you pretty
think
much
so.
ruined the season.
Yeah, you really
I
threw
did.
him off.
I was trying to do it. I mean, do you think everybody wasn't thinking that when he
Well,
threw out
he
his
didn't
first
have
roll
a
tide?
very- he didn't
I
have
don't think
a
so,
very-
Rick. No.
good one. I just said your roll tide could improve.
Very uncomfortable.
All right, let's hear how Trump does it. Here we go.
What a nice looking group this is.
What a nice looking group this is. And they love that. And here comes his roll tide.
And especially a very big hello to the University of Alabama. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Roll Tide.
Oh, they went nuts.
That's a good roll tide. That's not a bad roll tide. Speedy, let's hear it.
Roll tide.
No, I don't know who you are.
You trailed off.
I say roll tide.
No, that's
That's Thurston Howell. You have
It is.
Forrest Gump and you have Thurston
Well,
Howell, and
y'all-
that seems to be it.
Y'all are the
That's
teacher
true.
on Monsters Inc. So y'all just hush.
I was there at the commencement, and all I said to Trump was a road Trump and a road tide. All right, so now,
Thank you, Dickie.
now let's go to 3B.
It is what you think, did
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. 3B, Trump is going to say as long as he's president, he's going to make sure one thing doesn't happen and the crowd goes nuts. All right, so 3B, Admiral, here's Trump saying that he's already handled it with an executive order. This is, he even at one point does a little joke about this, but here he is talking about women and having to deal with biological men in sports. Here we go.
And I love sports, and I think I should have come here. I think I should have come here. Congratulations as well to the women's track and field team for winning 2 SEC titles this year. That's something. As long as I'm president, we will always protect women's sports. Men will not play in women's sports.
And like that,
Yep.
hard to disagree with that.
No way. They say that's an 80-20 issue. No, it's a 97-3 issue, I think.
It's so good.
So that was big, and then we don't have it, but I know that Speedy showed it to me. At one point, did you see him when he was pretending to lift weights?
Yes.
What?
Well, yeah,
he does. He
he was
tries.
talking about that there was some guy, and he talked about him that was not very good in men's weightlifting.
He's like,
And then he says Greg goes into women, walks up there at the record, just goes, He starts pushing it up like the guy's accomplished something. So anyway, I think Trump went over big yesterday in Alabama.
Well, it was great being at Coleman Coliseum.
Okay, people are saying you have two versions. You're Thurston Howell III, but then you'll mix in just a little bit of Casey Kasem.
Just a bump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I'll work on it. Sorry.